Hey everybody, it's Angie from Color Tree Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I have been hard at work trying to get some journals made up for you guys to see. I haven't really been doing anything special, so no, hey look what I learned or anything like that, but thought I'd show you what I have done. I did take the Nick the Booksmith course, and I do highly recommend it. This is for the ladies, I think it was Vintage Ledger and Victorian Ladies Handbook was the name of the class. Well, for this one here, I did the Victorian Ladies Handbook, and I had one piece of fabric, and it just barely was big enough to make this book. So we have about, when you measure, do you measure from the spine right there at the edge over? If you do, it's like 4 7/8 by, I think, 8 3/4. It's a cream fabric with lots of pretty flowers on it. I've got a brass book plate. There's a piece of cardstock in there. You can write something or put your own or whatever you want to do. There's 5 signatures. There is no closure because it actually lays flat pretty good. Nick shows a new method for her spines here to make sure that you get this good edge. And mine's not 100% perfect, but it still looks pretty good. You know, I'm not Nick. I don't have it down that well. This was vintage photo. This is just cardstock that I coffee dyed and then went over with some stenciling. And I used some, well, I think all of the pages from Tsunami Rose's new kit, her Traveler's Notebook papers, the Charming Fragments too. And there's not, like, this isn't a very frilly book. It's got some tucks and stuff like that. There's a signature of each of the journals, so we got, I think, 8 pages each. Yeah, so 16 times 5 is what? I don't know. I'm not good at math. 16 times 5 is 80, so it'll be 160 pages total. And there's a lot of pages that flip out like that. Some sewing. I wanted to use some red threads, so I did. I just thought it kind of went well with some of the flowery colors and the colors in the kit. There's some writing space on a book page. These are little envelopes with cards inside them. There's a couple of them in here. I'm trying not to take forever and talk too much. There's some of the tags. This is a fold out. It's just your basic journal. I think this is probably one of my favorites. Now this is made just like a Rita Donnelly flip, only I just sewed it all together and glued it down. So because it's that book page, it's thin book paper, I didn't want it to be too, there's some more, you could put some writing on there, whatever you wanted to do. But anyway, I didn't want that corner tuck to be too flimsy. I love that. It's probably my favorite little ephemera piece out of all of them. It's quite a large kit actually, so there's I just stapled some ledger paper on there. You see how here, since that's white. I don't know, I just thought that looked cute like that. Oh, and here's, I don't have anything to put in that right now, but because I don't put something on everything. And then I took her the telegram. It had a top that looked like the top of an envelope, so that can be a tuck spot also. Trying to get through this while I have the opportunity. The little man fell asleep, and the kids are not down here playing video games or down here making their own art. Now this comes with her kit. That's a corner pocket. Here's a couple more little bits of ephemera I glued in place to make a tuck spot. And this is also an envelope with a card in it. Some Franken pages. It says craft your heart out. Some more tags. A piece of paper from Hobby Lobby. It's another tuck spot of Franken pages. Wow, that one took quite a little bit to get through. Alright, and then I have this one. It says Smile, and this is made with Tales of You and Me by Prima. This is Tsunami Rose, one of her images you can buy in a ephemera pack. And this one also is like 4.5 by 8.5, or yeah, 8.5 by, quit turning it over, by 4.5. It's just a soft cover, cardstock cover. And this is minimally embellished. This is Once Upon a Time. I took some of her little, or some of her, this isn't a tuck, it's just an embellishment. I took some of her ladies, vintage ladies, and printed them out smaller. There's a tuck spot there, a tuck spot here, and there's a key. There's a tuck spot there. Some paper, a paper bag I made on my silhouette. So today I bought a Zutter Bind It All on eBay. I don't know why, but I did. So you guys will probably see me playing with that soon. Just a couple of little tiny pieces. Oh, if I can get it in there now. I make a bunch of these at one time. I don't know if I have any more over here. I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. It's the next size up. I just cut them out using my silhouette. I made a template. It's a flip up using some scrapbook paper. There's a tag with roses on it. Another tag. And this pretty let's see. What was I doing? Oh, got some lace here. Lined paper. I'm sorry, my husband's yelling across the house to the kids, just be quiet, your mom's recording stuff. This is Graphics Fairy. Oh, that's right, this is a paper clip. I made these a long time ago, some of them, so. And this is a Tracy Fox envelope with a little notebook on the inside. And one of my tags or tickets. You can get those for free off of my Facebook page, Color Tree Creations. Tim Holtz. And this is a flip out. I just have this here. And that's the end of that one. And then what I have here are a couple of sets of Traveler's Notebook inserts. These are minimal. They're essentially unembellished. They have a sewn pocket on the front, and then the rest is just paper. This is the beach theme. There are 4 of them. They'll be in my Etsy shop by the time this video goes up. And you can see how many pages there are. They're pretty much all the same. If I get my fingers to work, I could flip faster, right? I like that. Let's flip out. I was feeding the neighbor's cats today. If any of you know me on Facebook, you've seen my posts about her bazillion cats. Last count was 47, but I know that she gave 2 away. So, but since then I know of at least 2 that have come back. 2 new ones that have come, should I say. Anyway, so my husband and I, we hate seeing them sit around and act like they're starving. Like every time you walk out the door, they're always looking for a handout. Isn't that pretty? So there's one of them, and she named him Slap, and he is named aptly so because he will slap the snot out of you any chance he gets. But not your legs. He'll twist and turn and purr and go on. But if you are petting or touching anything remotely near him, he will strike at you with his little dagger-like claws. And he'll pop you a good one. Well, today, while I was feeding them, he nailed me. And I'm telling you what, I bit his little butt with the feed scoop. It's just a little plastic bowl. I didn't hit him hard or anything. It's just enough to, you know, like you would with a newspaper. Just enough to scare him. I'm trying to teach him not to smack, but I don't know. Ah! Look at that. Anyway, I'm trying to teach him not to smack, but he's already an adult tomcat, so I don't know what else to do in order to teach him not to smack so much. I don't know why he does it. All I was doing was feeding him and the rest of the horde. Alright, here are these were made with Tsunami Rose, the same kit that I did the other one in. These are Rita Donnelly flips. Lots of flip outs, lots of journaling space. These are not bulky, so they can fit in your traveler's notebook well, if you plan on using them that way, or you can keep them for notes, for whatever you might be doing, classes, business meetings. I use little notebooks like this when I'm watching YouTube and I get ideas. I actually have, they're wire bound, but they're small notebooks like this. There's one. Anyway, that's been my day today. I bought a Zutter without thinking about it. Just thought, oh, I really want one of those, and it's cheap, so I'm going to go ahead and put a bid on it. And then when I realized that the bid that I made, which it wasn't expensive, it was $26 something total for the machine, the DVD, the instructions, and all that stuff, and 2 boxes, 6 each, so 12 total, of the 12-inch wires. So depending on the size book I make, if I do the 4-inch wires on the spine, I mean, this is an 8.5 inch, so I mean, that's all that I bind with when I do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and that would be a wire binding. Anyway, I can get 3 out of each one of those. So I think I'm coming out ahead after I looked up the prices on them online for the particular brand that is coming with the machine. They're $8 each, $7.99 if you buy them online. So, and one of the ladies from the Junk Journal Junkies chat group said that she gets the ones from Hobby Lobby that are not Zutter brand, and they work just fine in it, so that's awesome. I can use my 40% off coupon when I need to. But I really wanted to make some spiral bound notebooks. I've been talking about it for like a year now. And I went online and saw that, and I thought it said that it had 3 days, and it didn't. It had 3 hours. So I sent my husband a text message. I was like, I made a $26 boo-boo on eBay. When he came home from work, and he goes, you do understand that you have to commit to the sale, you know, you have to click accept, that you're agreeing to purchase it should you win, so it's not really a boo-boo. And I was like, well, it was a boo-boo, kind of, because I thought it said 3 days. The D and the H. Maybe I should pay better attention, huh? Either way, I got a good deal, so. Anywho, that's the first 4 of my journals, and I'll be back after a while with some more to share with you. Thanks for stopping by.